Today we're going to do something fun. We're going to do a home bedroom office tour, okay? This is not just a normal home office tour. This is a home office in a bedroom. So if you are short on space or short on rooms in your home, then this might give you some good ideas on how to create your own space so that your desk and your workspace is not covered in toys, kids' food, drinks, or the cat. Although I love having Daisy work with me. In my old place, I actually used to have a beautiful sunroom that was so beautifully light filled, was perfect for doing videos. It was my own space. I had it as a baby's room, but then I moved the kids both into the same room. They shared a room and they still share a room to this day. I had my own space. Now, when we moved to a townhouse, which is bigger, but actually has less rooms. And I was like, oh my God, where am I going to work from? But the rooms are so big in this place that I decided to make my room half my office, half my bedroom. And I've seen this done before in a couple of the other townhouses in this area. Space is premium here in Sydney. I think Sydney is like one of the top most expensive cities to live in the world. So having a separate office is not always possible. And maybe you just got too many kids, or maybe you got to have the spare room as a guest room, or maybe you've got to have it as some other kind of room. So it's not always possible to have a designated office. So I went onto Pinterest, I trolled websites all over the web to try and find ways to divide up my office. Now you can kind of see a little bit of how I've done this in the background here, but I'm going to show exactly what I did. I also want to give you some other ideas what you could do as well, because you might not have this bigger space. Okay, so I will give you some other ideas as well. But let's go have a look. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. I talk about motherhood, marketing, mindset stuff, all to help you build your dream business from home. Also click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that I upload. And as you walk in, you can see here's my bedroom. There's my cat Daisy. I got these beautiful cushions from the store's called Bella Boheme. You can get gorgeous like bohemian style clothes. Everything else I really like to keep very, very white, and can you tell my favorite color? Aqua. I got that chair from Fantastic Furniture. I just covered it with this, and then I got this little thingy from Kmart. It's kind of a little extra seat, and Daisy's been on my bed. Hi, Daisy. She thinks I'm so annoying. She sleeps there a lot. Okay, I love just having a meditation chair I can kind of read in as well, which is super cool. I love this gorgeous mirror. Can't remember where I got it. I got a new hula hoop the other day. And then this is pretty much what I got to divide the room. So I actually had this room fully open. Let me scan around this way. Okay, so from here you can kind of tell how the room is divided. So I did actually have all of that space just opened up. And so I had that bookcase, you know, sitting against the wall there. It was fully open. But the thing what I felt like is that when I was going to bed, I still felt like I was at work. And even though you can see straight through here right now, that's because you're looking this angle, which looks straight through. You kind of do feel like there's a bit of a divide. So when I go and sit over at my desk, I don't look at my room so much. I don't feel tired. And then when I'm sleeping, I don't feel like I should be at work, if you know what I mean. I think I am going to fill up a couple more of these with some more baskets just to block it off a bit more, but I'll come and show you. I got some pieces that I bought. That's a beautiful crystal on the other side, you can see there. I don't like it too cluttered. As you can see, I'm very, very simple style. It was important for me to define the spaces, and I looked a lot on Pinterest to see things like people had put in like curtain walls. I could actually get like a spring suspended curtain rod that I could put across there and get a curtain, get pre-made curtains, or make something that would divide that room with nothing permanent. So that's an idea as well. Instead, I went for this. So this is from IKEA. I got this made. I went to the store, and what we did was, and I'll show you the other side because the other side's actually the front. I decided, you know, how many drawers and how many cupboards I wanted in there. And then I got someone to come and build it here, because if I have learned anything, it's that I do not want to spend a whole day putting together that. Small IKEA stuff is fine. Not that. My desk I got on wheels. Now there's a reason my desk is on wheels. Because I am one of those people who gets bored with my surroundings. So I like to change things up a bit. You know, people, they feel like they get a little bit anxious about something and they go on shopping sprees or cut their hair or something like that. Well, I change furniture in my house. So I like to switch things around a bit, but I found that this office space right now is really working for me. I keep my desk super simple. The only reason I have angel cards out today is because I haven't done a card reading at all. I actually pulled out a really cool card today that I like. I've got a pretty crystal on there today. Sometimes I'll just bring something out, but a lot of the time it's maybe just a crystal or one thing on my desk and my notepad and pen and my laptop. I keep it super simple. Over here, you can see on the wall, because I do video marketing, I have my list, 103 video and blog post ideas. So I never run out of things to talk about in my videos. If you want to download that, you can go over to my website, tracyrose.com. Okay, I got this little fairy thing, which just looks cute. It's quite comfy. That's just from Kmart to hang over my chair. And then over here, I've got a backdrop, which I'll go into that in a second. I've got a camera that I've been using now for YouTube videos. But again, if you're not doing specific YouTube videos or if you don't have a camera, don't worry about it. You can just use your phone. I'm actually recording this bit on my phone right now because Okay, let's look at this IKEA thingy. All right, so I've got some cupboards down here. I keep books. I've got oil stuff in there. I think I've got makeup, more oils there that I actually use every single day. I've got electricals all in there. I've got a billion notepads in there. And just a couple of books that I'm reading time or my specific reference guides. Here's my copy of Think and Grow Rich. I read this all the time. I'm still not quite through that. I've got crystals. I've got coral. I've got oily reference guide. There's a Gary Vaynerchuk book. There's a Awaken Your Psychic Ability. Bob Proctor, big fan of his. Daisy in the background of my beautiful crystal. Usually what oils I'm using today. So I had spearmint on because that is the oil of communication. And I was using these in a spray in my hair at the moment. So I'm loving that one. Oh, I love this timer thing that I bought. Whoops. My friend Katie actually bought me this beautiful jellyfish and it glows at night. Super cool. Love that. Okay, let's swing from this to these things. This is actually a double-sided backdrop. I will show you the other side in a second as well. The other side is more custom made. It was from my friend Emma, who owns a company called Bespoke Backdrops. One of the reasons I actually got the backdrop is because you get to hide a whole lot of crap behind it. So when I was actually in the other room in this house, I didn't have this built-in sort of thing covering everything or kind of creating a space where the kids knew that this was sort of out of bounds. This is mummy's space. And so their school stuff would get put behind my desk and I'd go to record and I was having to like do a full tidy up before I recorded. And sometimes I would have laundry baskets there. So the great thing about the backdrop is you can just hide it behind there and you know, it looks really professional, especially if you're going to do business videos or to keep continuity in your videos. The style of videos that I'm doing at the moment, it's a little bit more relaxed and I'm trialing different backgrounds and different cameras that put backgrounds in and out of focus and things like that. So it's a little bit different, but I still love having the background. So let me show you what it looks like. And I'm going to show you the other side because this one's actually a double-sided one with more of a custom backdrop. And then I also asked my friend Emma to make just a brick wall style because that was sort of the style that I liked. Okay, so see now how it's a really clean space behind me. I don't know if it looks like a real brick wall, and it wasn't really about making it look like super real or anything, but I just like the effect that it has and I just wanted that clean background so I didn't have people thinking that my house is a mess behind it. And you know, if you have to do videos in the kitchen, you're having to clean up all the time, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I like having this standing up. The stands sometimes are a bit annoying if you don't have a dedicated space to put it and they can kind of fall over if kids are running in and out of bedrooms, but I still do think it's worth it. There's another place you can get backdrops which are not custom, a lot cheaper, But again, you just have to know that there's other people going to have your same background. So if you wanted something with your colors and your logo or certain images on your background, then you would go get a custom one. If you don't really care about that, I will link below in the description a place where you can get cool backdrops as well. Now, this video looks fine. You could totally record like this. Maybe you would like to have it a little bit brighter, but I'm going to show you what it looks like with my ring light on. So this will change things up just a little bit. Let me go switch this on. So, oh, let me just get this into focus. Some days on a day that's maybe really, really bright, or in the afternoon, I might just dim the light down a little bit to make it a bit more yellowy orange light instead of the bright white light. But often the brighter and lighter you are, the better your skin looks anyway, so whatever, just blast me with light. Okay, now I'm actually going to take off this background. I've swung it around. You can just see there's just a metal stand that is just a normal stand, and we're going to hang this over. Now, how cute is this background? This is something that I loved having made up by my friend Emma. You know, I'm really into white, aqua, pink. Pink peonies and roses are my favorite flower. So I wanted something really simple styled. She put it in her pre-designed collection, so you can actually get this on her website. Now, the thing with backdrops and lighting and all this sort of stuff, it's not completely necessary. It does make your business look cooler on video maybe, but really it's about your content. And I think it's more about whether you feel good in your space that you're working in. You have to work with what you've got. Okay, fine, you can go. You know, I've worked from the kitchen table. In fact, in my old place, when I did have one of the babies in the sunroom, I had the kitchen. The kitchen was really nice and light. I like to work where there is light coming in the house. And I actually painted one of the walls bright green. It's just paint, you can paint over it, right? But the thing is, like, it looked really good. Just hang a picture behind you or whatever. I think making your space nice and clean and clear kind of gives you a good headspace. Now, after I worked from the kitchen, I moved and I got a desk in my bedroom. This is my old place, and it was just shoved in the corner, and I had to specifically buy a desk that was a certain amount of width so that it could fit in the corner of my room. I just made sure that I made my desk really nice and clear. Sometimes I'd put on like a little vase of flowers. I know a lot of people find it very hard to work from their bedroom. But here's the thing, I make my bed every single day. So for me to work out of my bedroom is really no big deal because my bedroom's always clean and tidy. My kids' room, mind you, that's a different story. But you know what? I don't work from there, so that's fine. Just shut the door. So hopefully this has given you some good ideas, but I want to take you over to my Pinterest board to show you some other ideas that I got when I was trying to figure out what I could do to create an office in a bedroom or somewhere in a small space in a home that doesn't necessarily have a designated office. So let's head over there now.
Here we are over at my Pinterest account. And you can see a few boards here. This is the one I'm talking about, home office in bedroom. This is a lot of the inspiration that I actually got. So you can see here, this first one has got those room dividers, which just sort of fold up, and you can just buy those at lots of different type homeware stores. The next one is kind of a smaller home office thing. I like this room divider here. It's made from macrame, so you can either DIY that or go and buy one like that. I like this one over here. It has a room divider as a curtain, so I was looking at that. And lots of other different ideas to divide rooms in your home if you don't have exactly an extra room. This is what I found, which was what I actually bought, was the IKEA Kallax shelving. Just have to remember with this, it's a shelf. It's not a wall. So you either fix it up to a wall or just make sure that it's safe. I love this idea too. It's how to build a desk in a closet. And this is kind of just the smaller space that I used to have in my bedroom. So you can still just do that without having to divide everything, just making sure that you keep it nice and tidy.
So I hope this video has been useful for you and helpful. I hope you've enjoyed peeking behind the scenes and coming and having a look at my home/bedroom office workspace. If you like this video, click the like button and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.